Yo, what the fuck? This is so unprofessional. Look at this shit. There's nothing professional about this setup right now. What the? I've been doing this like a year now. I still don't know how to do my lights. This looks good, right? Anyway, yo, what's good, Tristan and Tris fam? So today we're gonna react to Trisha Paytas singing "Shallow." And look, Trisha likes to have fun, and I don't think that we should be taking away from her fun. I've seen little clips of this. I kind of want to sit here and listen to a little bit more of it. But before we get started, be sure to check me out on Instagram and Twitter. Let's just jump into this. This is called Best Cover of Shallow Ever, Better Than Lady Gaga. So it's clearly very tongue-in-cheek, at least the title so far. I don't think that she's serious, and I think that she's having fun. I think she's having fun.
I can't hear it in my ear. Thank you. Okay. Tell me something, girl.
Oh, it was almost good at the beginning there. Like the first note was almost on pitch.
Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more?
I've never heard her use this tone before. She usually goes for like that bratty, bright sound. So good thing is that she's experimenting with her voice and her tone. That bratty, bright Britney voice wouldn't really work for this song. And so she's kind of going in the right direction. So that's definitely a step forward for her.
In all the good times.
That was good. That little "in all the good times" was actually pretty decent.
I find myself longing for change.
So her biggest issue is and has always been her pitch. There was one clip I reacted to probably a year ago now where actually she was singing with somebody and that person was guiding her to help her get her pitch a little bit better, and that one was actually probably the best I've heard her.
And there is nowhere left to run.
That's really pretty, actually. And her pitch is actually getting progressively better as she sings on her own more often, but I'm gonna give some more advice as we go forward here.
And in the bad times I fear myself.
She actually would have a pretty nice tone if she fixed the pitch and was a little bit more serious.
Tell me something, boy.
Okay, now she's just completely switched her tone to something completely different. Which I know that she's being silly here, but I can use this as a lesson for everybody else. Generally, you want to stick to one tone throughout a song. It is super weird if somebody changes the tone of their voice dramatically as the song goes on. It's like it's two different people.
Aren't you tired trying to feel that boy?
Now she's being very silly.
Or do you need more? Ain't it hard, keep burning so hard.
Is she trying to support down there or something?
In all the good times I find myself longing.
She almost did a dab there.
And in the bad times I fear myself.
Okay, these high notes. So when I'm working with somebody that has trouble matching pitch, I never let them sing high notes. And the reason I never let them sing high notes is because if you can't match the pitch on a low note, you certainly are not going to be able to match the pitch on a high note. And you're just going to fatigue your voice and you're going to tire yourself out. And potentially, I don't want to scare anybody here, but there's a potential of risking yourself to vocal damage. So if you are having trouble just matching pitches, there's no reason to be belting, which is what she's about to do. And I'm fairly confident that this is not gonna, that there's gonna be room for improvement on these. I don't think that she takes a good breath before she starts belting those high notes because she runs out of breath really fast. So she takes a really shallow breath in this phrase leading up to the chorus.
At times I fear myself.
And then she really doesn't take a breath here. She kind of takes a really quick, shallow breath. Everything about her breathing in this is going to set herself up for failure as she goes on into these high notes. Of course, the pitch is a problem as well. But right here, you can hear in her voice, she's running out of that breath really, really, really quickly because she didn't prepare herself for the high notes. Singers, usually what they do is not always the case, but a lot of the times if someone's trying to learn how to sing, they will mark down where they're going to breathe and prepare each time so that they remember to breathe before an important phrase. And then again, even though she's out of breath, she takes another really shallow breath here. barely any breath, barely any air comes in. It's like a really shallow, audible, almost when you're breathing to sing, it should almost never be audible, because if it's audible, that means that there's some sort of constriction in the way, right? If you breathe just normally, you can take a much fuller breath than if you try to breathe in like that. So, which is actually a problem I had when I first started out singing, and I had to fix that, because I would breathe and not breathe. She's still not taking any breaths. I mean, she's really funny, and it's good that she like has fun doing this. Why not?
In the shadow, we're far from the shadow.
Okay. More high notes here. If her breathing isn't fixed here, it's gonna be the same thing again. Yeah, she's getting a kind of a strained sound here, and I think a big part of that is her breathing, and of course the pitch, but... And actually, she has a decent access into her upper mix there. That was not bad. That was actually a pretty good transition. So she has like a lot of there are a lot of singers out there who can have good natural tones to their voice, but they have difficulty singing on pitch, and then there's other issues like breathing and blah, 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 blah. But her tone is actually pretty decent, and her ability to transition between registers is actually pretty decent. The biggest thing holding her back, I think, is her breathing and her pitch. Oh, water bottle's going down. Okay, she can't hear herself in her ear there. All right, well, anyway, my general advice here is just, Trisha Paytas, what I think would be helpful for you is get in touch with the vocal coach that I connected James with. His name is Stevie Mackey. He lives in LA. He works with a bunch of celebrities. It'll be super fun to meet him if he is interested in taking you on. Vocal coaches are busy. That would be my general advice. And if it doesn't work out with him, there's plenty of vocal coaches in the area that you could work with. I think that Trisha, you really like to sing, and I think that you would really benefit from taking some lessons and learning a little bit about singing and how to sing. Not only, number one, is it fun to do, it's a cool hobby to take up, but the next thing is singing is just really healing if you're going through a lot and you really want to improve. I mean, the singing is just very therapeutic, and I know that this was meant to be a joke, but I do know that Trisha actually does really like singing and Broadway and musicals. So that would be my general advice is Trisha, find someone who can help you out, all right? But anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Be nice in the comments. Everybody's learning. It looks like she's just having fun. She's trolling a little bit. We all love a good troll. Until next time, Tristans and Tris fam. Peace.